we ever are when starting the Culture Bomb podcast.
A raggedy fucking production.
We should rebrand as Ghetto Culture Bomb. Just nuke our channel, stop uploading to it, make a new one called Ghetto Culture Bomb.
Ghetto bomb.
Ghetto.
That's probably a thing.
That was what they called the operation to send crack into the ghetto in the 80s.
It's probably like a bunch of like gunpowder with like
Hennessy.
Scrap metal. Hennessy. A ghetto bomb.
The Henny bomb.
Well,
back.
A lot has happened since we did this.
Yes, Miguel grew a dick and balls and watched a horror movie.
Well, you know what's the most important news, right?
What?
He's coming back, ladies and gentlemen.
Donnie T.
The Donald.
The Donald.
Despite the... I mean, listen, I don't follow this shit at all. But I did, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they get washed in the midterms or some shit like that? Where like all of his candidates that he endorsed, they all got beat?
I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I just saw white women very happy. So...
Yeah, white women very... Well, that's not a good sign.
No,
actually, no, it could go either way, honestly. Because
No.
all blondes are Republicans, but all brunettes are liberals.
The ugly ones.
Okay, so good for the Democrats. I feel like it's over. You know, like
for who? For Trump?
Yeah, like I don't think he would win again.
What's his?
That
what's
fucking
the new
idiot
Trump?
beat him.
What's the new Trump?
DeSantis?
Yeah.
I don't know enough. I want him back on Twitter, but I don't like. He's not gonna be.
He should be the mayor of Los Angeles.
He should be the mayor of New York for sure. That'd be pretty funny if he was if he had Giuliani, like he just snuck Giuliani back in. But yeah, I think it's over. He's like, I'm announcing the run, and like, I guess it doesn't help that he's banned from all social media. Yeah, but it's like I feel like no one gives a shit.
It'll be bad.
Yeah, this like you lost to the biggest doofus that's ever been president. Some fool that's like, honestly, a miracle that he's still alive. I think Kamala's like, bro, how long? You know, I think like she might have what was that show called? Spy versus Spy?
Yeah.
She's probably pulling schemes. They keep getting like they keep getting ruined randomly. She's trying to kill Biden to become president.
Yeah, I do genuinely feel bad for him. So I'm like, this dude is slipping before our very eyes.
No, but it's like, dude,
he's fading away.
These are he should be spending these years with like his family.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Shit, and instead he's like running a country that probably get nuked by Russia in like coming months. It's like
it's not will that into existence.
Well,
you would definitely be one of the first ones to go.
No, bitch, I'm going back. Actually, they would probably nuke. Shit, they might accidentally nuke TJ now.
They'd be like, you know what? Fuck you guys too.
Yeah, fuck it.
And they're like, you guys don't have any missile defenses, probably.
No, I think we literally have like a mirror to aim back at the missile and just be like to what do you call it? To confuse the laser. Wait, what the fuck? I did saw they had a big they fucked up, or Ukraine fucked up, and they bombed Poland.
No, Russia bombed Poland.
No, but it was apparently Ukraine that actually did it.
Really?
It was the Ukraine anti-air missile defense or something.
Okay.
That like was like, again, listen, I only read like 2 or 3 headlines on Reddit and I moved on. Apparently, like, I don't know, they're like flares or whatever. You know how you've seen that in Top Gun, right? Where they drop the flares for the missiles?
Yeah. So
it's something like that. And I guess that made the missile go like, whoops, and blast Poland. So it's like if you're like in a fight, you're trying to like help your friend. Yeah. And then your friend slips the punch and the dude punches you. That's basically what happened to Poland. It's a good prank.
That is a good prank.
Listen, let's get to brass tacks here. I watched Barbarian. It was pretty good.
That movie's sick. I love that movie.
If all horror movies were like that, I might actually watch them.
You've never seen a horror movie. You've seen like
I've seen plenty of horror movies. They're all dog shit.
Which ones though?
Conjuring 1 and 2.
Those movies are great.
The first one's good.
Yeah, the second one I don't think is as good. I enjoy the second. The first one's a great movie though.
But they're not as good because they like.
I don't know. I think Conjuring 1's a really good movie.
I think Barbarian. There are parts where like you need that. Like, this is what I don't like about horror movies is that, like, sometimes I feel like they don't put a lot of effort into making the characters' decisions reasonable, even if they're dumb. Reasonable within the context of the film.
Yeah.
So spoilers, if you guys haven't watched Barbarian, I highly recommend it. But Barbarian, like, I think doesn't have as many of those. It still has them because I think it's like a trope of the genre that you just have to act like a fucking idiot in order for the story to keep going.
Yes, it does, because obviously that's the issue with setting in modern day. It's very easy to get in a car and drive away and call the police.
Yes, that's the what. Okay, I don't think that is limited to horror movies. Because I've had that happen to me too sometimes where I'm trying to write something and I'm like, well, why wouldn't they just use their fucking cell phone? Right? Like, it's always there was a level of tension that you could have in other periods that you can't have right now.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, but dude, I think they would perfectly. They're like, what if we went to a place where no technology ever existed? And they're like, how about Detroit?
I love when she gets up in the morning and you actually get to see where she is. I'm like, this is just the settlement from Fallout 4 that you make.
I love that scene where because she gets there at night and you're just like, oh, it looks like kind of.
Yeah, because you only really see that one house, so you
Right.
just assume, oh, it's a nice looking, decent neighborhood that somehow exists in Detroit.
I know, dude, and then it's like, this is literally. I mean, again, because I see that, I'm like, I'm out of here, right? Like, I'm like, I'll literally, like, I'll get like in a Holiday Inn or something. Like, I'm fucking like.
Well, the thing was, she couldn't.
What?
She couldn't go to an inn, to a hotel. Remember?
No, but what I'm saying is, once she survives the first night.
Well, yeah, remember she was going to, but then she got locked in the basement.
No, but she could have just left. She decided to go in.
There was a reason she went down there for something. And
when the dude came back, and she's like, "Oh, like, I'm gonna go check it out," I would have been like, "Goodbye."
Yeah, I know.
Go check the basement out, fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know. But that one I kind of give it because he's like, just calm down. He's like, I'm gonna be right there. Blah blah blah.
I get it because she wanted the dick.
Yeah.
And also, like, I understand that he would have been an asset to the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, like, I'm like, this is not worth, like.
I think that she was just like, there's a kind of creepy basement, but that's not like, it's not she saw someone with a knife or something. She was like, this place has a little creepy dungeon. And he's like, I'm gonna go look down there for 1 second.
But I think she had noticed the second part of it. Oh no, she hadn't, right?
No, she hadn't. The only thing was she found that creepy basement.
Right, she only found the recording room.
Yeah.
And she hadn't found the
movie it's an excellent use of telling, or
right.
of letting your mind do, because like that really messed up scene where Justin Long finds all the guys' tapes and you see the titles on them. And then you don't get to see what's on them. You just see his reaction to it.
Yeah.
And it puts enough in your head. And
I mean, you can tell by the bed that he was doing some wild.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's so many tapes.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't show you. Your brain creates it. And it's also what I noticed, because I watch a lot of horror movies. This one caught me off guard a lot of times because it's smart enough to let you think you're smarter than it. It lets you think you're like smarter than the movie. And then it, comes out of left field with something random, like when the Bill Skarsgård thing. It kind of lets you think you're like, oh, I know where this is going because I've seen this 100 times.
He's gonna be the one.
Yeah,
that grabs her or whatever.
Yeah, and it lets you think that because it's like, who made? Oh, we talked about it. It was made by the Whitest Kids You Know guy.
What?
You know Whitest Kids You Know?
This movie?
Yeah, the writer and director is.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, he's when Justin Long goes to the bar, talks to his friend. That's him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. Maybe I talked about it with someone else then.
No, I think you might have mentioned it, but I forgot.
That's sick, right?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I love that scene, dude, when he's at the bar and he's like, "What's up, faggot?" Whatever.
Yeah.
And I also I liked that Justin Long was a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he has like that moment where
the little redemption
moment
where he's like, maybe I'm a bad person, but or maybe I did something bad,
but I can fix it this time. And then he sees the monster, it's like, fuck.
He immediately just
He runs away, yeah, immediately.
and throws her
there.
off the edge.
No, but that's when she pops up behind the homeless man.
Yeah.
And then he just runs and he leaves the girl there. He doesn't grab it. He's like, whoa, he just keeps running. He's like, wait for me.
Oh, man.
She's British, you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But she's good. I'd like to see her in more things. I'm sure she'll be in the next MCU movie. That's what I always do. Some movie that comes out is pretty good, and everyone's like, "Oh, the main actress in this is pretty good," and everyone's like, they're like, "Oh, you are the new Marvel character."
The new character I don't give a fuck about.
But yeah, I like it. I very much recommend it.
Yeah, dude. You know what I realized? I didn't realize that. Like, so I've been like I have the side gig where I'm making the those banners for the red carpet. It's literally just the logo and the logo of the production company. Some other stuff like repeated in a tile, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize I did it for this movie.
Oh really?
Barbarian. Yeah, I was
That's
like,
cool.
Because I remembered the font.
Oh really?
It's a sick font, dude. I was thinking about this when they were doing it. I really enjoy movies that have like a sort of clean break kind of between acts or something.
Yes, because the Justin Long,
yeah,
when he first comes in, you're like, oh, that's the second act. Also, I love Justin Long real quick.
I love Justin Long too, bro. I read in the trivia that they offered that part to Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, he turned it down and they rewrote it.
What a fucking idiot!
Yeah,
I actually think quite highly of Zac Efron. I think he would have. I think he's a good actor.
Yeah. But I agree. But like, I don't want. No one else could have done.
No, I mean, I love Justin Long. Obviously, I've been seeing him act way longer than. I think Zac Efron's like my age, but like Justin Long is I forget what. Oh, Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
He's in that one, and then he's in Accept. He's in a bunch of comedies. The dude's. Dude's great.
He just kills it in this. He's the best part of the movie.
I think
like the intro of him when he's singing the whatever songs playing on the radio is great.
I love when
he's on the phone with the agents.
Yeah, the agent's like, oh, like she accused you of like sexual misconduct, and he's like, what about the show? Is the show going through? I'm like, oh.
They're like, yeah, without you.
Because I thought they were gonna do the thing where like she was like lying to add drama. He's like, no, he fucking raped that girl.
He's like, she was saying no at first, but she said yes.
That dude's like, keep it real. All right, but keep it real. She said no. It's like, oh shit. She said no, but then she said yes. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a sick movie, and that dude. Here's the thing, I think it was good casting to cast the Skarsgård brother.
Yeah,
because that motherfucker just has an evil face.
Yeah, right? and it's smart because they write him so like charismatically.
Not even, dude. I'm like a simp, but
I thought he was cool. Like I liked him after after a couple minutes. But he's kind of like not to trust him because of who he is.
I was gonna say no. The trope of the genre is that you get a guy to act too nice and too simpy, and then you get raped or whatever.
Yeah.
You get irreversible. But yeah, I really enjoyed that film. Yeah. I think that's the last one I watched. Yeah,
probably.
Dude, I was eating too, and I was like, oh, maybe I should watch this movie, and then I'm like, fucking. Well, it's not that gory, but it's like
it's not gory, but there's some gross
the tit scene.
Yeah,
she's like fucking.
I
low-key feel bad for dude. Do you know it's a dude playing the girl?
Oh really?
Yeah, it's a stunt man or like some. It's a dude playing the monster, which is literally just a woman child of incest.
Dude, when that thing first came on screen, I was like, "What the hell?" Because
I know
that was the last thing I thought. I thought that Bill Skarsgård was tricking her down there.
Yeah,
I thought he was luring her farther into there, and then this thing comes out of the door. I was like, "Oh shit!"
I love when you don't think anything supernatural is coming by. I mean, I guess it technically isn't like supernatural, but I mean, it kind of is.
That's something not possible.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm sure it's been tried to build a super monster out of incest, and it has not worked yet.
Yep.
But in this film, somehow it did.
It did. I love the flashback with the
dude, that shit was crazy, bro. Like when they show the neighborhood all cleaned up.
Yep.
And then one dude's like, "It's going to hell,"
and he's like, "Yeah, I don't care. I'm not leaving anywhere." When he kidnaps that girl, he sneaks into her. Not he kidnaps, but he tricks her, and then he flicks open the window latch, and he's like, "All right, see you later. Also need anything." You know what that is, right? That actor?
No.
It's the dude that killed Bruce Wayne's parents in Batman Begins.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
Richard
shit.
Drake, I think is his name.
Dude.
He's also the Night King in Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he looks familiar now.
Yeah.
I thought it was really like again like another like misdirection is that when Justin Long finds him, and you think he's reaching for the bell to like call the monster, but he's reaching for the guy to fucking kill himself. He's like, I've had enough of it. The dude's like talking like, how could you do that? The dude's like, bro, I know you're upset, bro, but I'm fucking out of here.
He's done.
He's like, I get it, you're mad, but fuck this. This shit was sick.
Yeah, I love when he sees the taste. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, you're evil. And he pulls the guy's like, wait, I'm sorry about that. He shoots himself.
He's like, no, me, sorry.
The jump scare that got me, because in theaters, I watched Alhambra.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice one. The sound design of that movie is crazy. I was like, because I don't really get scared or tense in movies, but I was on the edge of my seat. And the one that got me was when she gets into her car, she's going to leave. And it busts out of the door and it's screaming at her.
Oh yeah.
I jumped at that one.
I thought it was sick that I mean, because you get like you're like, oh, this thing is stuck there, like it isn't.
Yeah, it's not.
Like it sometimes roams outside.
Yeah, it goes on walks.
Fucking crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? And nobody's trying to kill this fucking thing. Just like his character's a fucking idiot that when he throws her off.
Yeah.
Of the was it water tank or something?
Thing,
yeah, and then he sees the monster. I'm like, bro, I would have unloaded the whole.
I know, I would have gotten
head. But he's like, oh, it's that. You know why? Because that dude, he's too much of a pussy to even do that. Right?
Yeah.
Like he thought it was a perfect scenario. He's like, oh, I didn't have to do anything. The thing killed itself. The chick's still alive. Perfect. This came out perfectly. And this bitch fucking grabs it and like, squeezes his
eyes out.
The ending was perfect too because it kind of makes you feel bad about the monster. It was like, no, like, oh, you're hurt. Like, I'll help you. The monster's like, or whatever. And
she's like, no.
She's like, yeah, this will help you too, bitch. Right? Yeah, this will cure us both. Blast her head. Dude, the homeless guy had some big ass eyes, bro. I remember his eyes were popping the whole time. I'm like, he reminds me of that. You've seen that meme, right?
Yeah, the guy who can pop his eyes.
Yeah, like I was like, is that the same guy? Yeah, dude, it was a great movie. I haven't seen anything superhero. I know
we need to see Black Adam, dude. That movie's fun.
That shit looks sick.
It's pretty like it's not a great movie, but I was like, I had a great time with this thing.
I already had some stuff spoiled for Black Panther. Like, well, I know that
what's her face is Black Panther.
Spoilers. That Shuri's Black Panther.
Yeah,
which is complete dog shit, and that T'Challa has a kid.
What? I didn't know that.
You haven't seen the movie?
No.
Oh, what the fuck?
I said that last night. I said I haven't seen it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We were talking in the chat with Isaac. Remember, he was like,
well, that's the only thing that I saw.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know anything. I have heard that there's a surprise character death. A pretty big one. And I know.
I hope it's Shuri.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I mean, maybe that'd be crazy.
I hope that bitch dies, bro.
Oh wait, I did already know about the Black Panther something. That was the leak.
Yeah, that was like a rumor
from a while ago. And the other thing I know, and I won't say what it is that they're setting up another movie that I'm kind of interested in.
What?
Apparently, it sets up Thunderbolts in a pretty big way.
Oh, nice.
And I guess
Namor's gonna be a Thunderbolt.
No, but it looks like yeah. Apparently, this version was crazy. Apparently. But from what I've heard is the speculation is that they're going to be like Suicide Squatting them into Wakanda or something.
Oh, they're racist. That'd be really funny.
But I was like, but they're supposed to be heroes. It's not like the Suicide Squad, they're straight up villains. So I don't get how that would work.
Thunderbolts are not.
But this team is supposed to be. It's Black Widow and, it's not straight up villains. They're more like anti-heroes. The one you're thinking of is Dark Avengers.
No, it's not that. It's just more like, I assume that they're doing like Black Ops things for the government, which is never a good thing.
Yeah, but in this it seems like they're more like.
Well, it's Marvel.
Well, the concept of it is that they're the Avengers that the government has control over.
Yeah.
So they're not going to make them straight up evil.
I mean, yeah, because none of them are like. I guess the most evil one is who? John Walker. What's his name? Walker.
Yeah, I guess the most evil one would be like Taskmaster. I don't even know.
I mean, they ruined him.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But I think now that they've declared war on China, hopefully we can get a good version of the character with an actual skull looking
When
fucking
did
mask.
Marvel declare war on China?
They just remember. Don't you remember that Marvel and Sony and some other companies are like, we're done like trying to make things palatable to China.
I did not hear that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. China must have buried it.
Well, they just, you know what, I think they just weren't making the money that they thought they would.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, in order for them to make it really palatable to China, they would have to go way more right than they want to. Mm-hmm. Which is, again, no homos, no beeps, like, yeah. Like, China doesn't fuck with any of that shit.
For real.
So they were like, I think they just like, this is too big a hassle to fucking, go on Star Wars Force Awakens and fucking decolor John Boyega's skin every fucking scene. So they were like, dude, just fuck it. Like, we're making enough money. We'll fucking give it to somebody else.
For real. Fuck you, China.
I know. Well, what else? Our hero got canceled.
Who?
Kanye.
Oh.
I haven't, I saw a Ben Shapiro interview.
He interviewed Kanye?
No, sorry. I saw Lex Friedman interview both Kanye and Ben Shapiro.
Bruh. At the same time?
No, are you kidding me? I think Kanye would have killed him.
What? Why?
Because he's a tiny Jew. He wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He's Jewish. Yeah, you're right.
I know. People forget because he's based. But
that's the only crossover I want.
Bro, it is I've seen a bunch of clips from his interviews, but this is literally 2.5 hours long. He is a fucking idiot.
Kanye?
I always was like, there's some genius behind the madness. He is fucking stupid.
Kanye?
He's so stupid, bro. The conversation starts, and he's like, we shouldn't teach kids anything but engineering. That's all that matters. And no math, no history, just engineering. And Lex immediately is like, what the fuck do you mean no math, no history? And he's like, just engineering. And
is then math not part of engineering?
Yes, and then 10 minutes in, he starts talking about some historical shit. He's like, we need to know this so we don't repeat the same mistakes. He's like, I thought you just said we don't need to learn history. He's like, some of it, yes, I guess. He's just rambling.
Well, yeah, he's off his meds. I think this is probably his worst episode.
But
it's been the longest one.
Yes. I gotta say, though, it's all been worth it just for that video of him being like, I had a doctor, I'm not gonna say what race and to what media it went to. 5 seconds. It was a Jewish doctor. It's all worth it just for that video. Well, but it is did you watch Dave Chappelle's? He had a Saturday Night Live.
I did not. I haven't seen it.
Well, he had a great joke in that where he said he's like, if you get a bunch of black guys black people acting together, they call it a gang. If you get a bunch.
If it's Jews, it's a coincidence.
Yeah, if it's Jews, it's a coincidence, and just don't bring it up. And then he got that text from that dude.
Remember the Kanye one?
Yeah,
he's like, you behave and apologize, or I will have you. And I was like, bruh.
Dude, that shit is crazy. He's like, I'm gonna put you back on your meds and return you to zombie land forever. I'm like,
yeah, what a crazy thing to say. And why would you text that to Kanye, a guy who posts every text he gets?
Why would you ever text any threats ever? I don't fucking
understand. But especially to the guy who is known for screenshotting every text he gets and putting it on his Instagram.
And then just being like, look at this. Check this shit out.
That's all he does it with not interesting stuff. Why would he not do it for you saying, I'm going to send you back to Zombieland forever? That was psychotic.
Bro, but that's creepy because, I think, everybody speculates about, Hollywood's underbelly and it's it's a bunch of pedophiles and stuff. But there's another side of talent management is a pretty big thing because you get all these people that are, again, geniuses in their fields. Kanye is a musical genius, even if he's, not a genius for anything else.
and literally nothing else.
Yeah, and then you pump them full of money and they get everything they want, and then they go crazy, and you need to manage them. Like it's
That was crazy. I've never seen something like such clear evidence of someone directly being like, "Do what I say, and I'm gonna have you medicated
I
until."
know, dude.
That's literally something out of his out of a movie because he's literally like, "Do what I tell you to, or I'm gonna make sure you're a zombie for the rest of your life."
Yeah, and it's like again, he keeps saying like the Jews, the Jews, the Jews, but let's remove the Jews part and just talk about like
People,
the real power behind the scenes, which he's completely right about. Like I'm like he obviously is like a lot of these artists, they're products basically, and they're ran by these people, whatever race they may be, whatever people
the
they
boys.
may be. Yeah, yeah, exactly like the boys. But you like I had never seen such a like literally like a direct threat from one of them.
Literally a direct. Do what I tell you to, or I'm gonna have you taken away and medicated for the rest of. That's crazy,
dude. I feel so bad.
That's a villain thing to say. No, a super villain. Lex Luthor says that.
Bro, I wish it should have like I was like, how is this not a way bigger deal? Like he's getting threat to like basically get his like his consciousness taken away from him. Like this is fucking crazy.
By some nobody. That's just crazy. Some fool no one's ever heard of.
Exactly, like it's
that's
not
just crazy. Someone there's people with power that you don't know about.
I know it's not like Harry Emanuel or something. Like it's somebody that like who the fuck is this? Why is this guy? Like you know what he is? Damn, what's that show with Liv Schreiber?
Ray Donovan?
That's he got fucking Ray Donovan.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is. That's what that show's about. I've never seen it, but
I've never seen it.
I heard it's about a fixer in Hollywood or something like that.
Yeah. I wonder why I like Lee Schreiber.
Yeah, and I love fuck, what's his dad's name?
Oh,
then Angelina Jolie's dad.
John Voight.
John Voight.
I love him so much. He's awesome.
He's super based in real life.
Yeah.
He's crazy, bro.
He's a great actor.
I'm actually surprised that he still got work after saying shit like that. You know who else is crazy? No, okay, yeah. I think he's actually like not that guy. I think he was just like lit and said some wild shit.
Yeah.
But I actually don't think he's like that. Maybe I'm coping. But James Woods, bro. Like I've been
for sure.
Crazy. I've been rewatching Casino a bunch, and then I was like, oh, I wonder what he's up to. And it's like, oh, it's just every conspiracy. He's like retweeting it all the time.
He's an amazing actor that doesn't get like the recognition for it. Like,
right?
You ever seen that movie from like the 90s where he plays like that white supremacist who's on trial for like killing this? It's like a true story.
Oh no, what's it called?
Let me look it up. But he was like nominated for an Oscar for it.
The Cool Guy film.
Yeah. It's insane. Like if you watch him, that's like one of the most because there's parts in the movie where he's acting in like news interviews with the person, and I'm like, this is one of the most like genuine performances ever. Where I'm seeing him like this feels real.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen him do like a big range because he plays like a super scumbag in Casino.
Ghost of Mississippi.
That's I can tell what happened in that film by the title.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin's in it too.
Oh, nice.
Just I can tell by the title.
Yeah,
this is him too, and all the makeup and everything.
Yeah, Ghost of Mississippi. Yeah, I wonder what happened.
I wonder the ghosts are.
Yeah,
they wear white hoods.
I know, right? Yeah, he's like, no, we're ghosts. Ooh. We're not racist. Boo, we're ghosts.
Yeah, and Rob Reiner directed it too.
Dude, that dude has the most diverse fucking filmography ever.
It's kind of nuts.
It's really cool, actually. He's like Sidney Lumet, where you're like, because most directors just end up making sort of the same story over and over again with like different
same genre.
Yeah, something like that. Like I'm sorry. Like I mean, Tarantino's not exactly doing the same, but you know, like all his movies
like
have
Scorsese.
You can tell he made.
Yeah, there's. I don't know what a Rob Reiner movie feels like. You just watch something, it's like, oh, what the hell? Rob Reiner made this.
I know, because he did. What's it called?
Princess Bride.
Right, exactly.
One of the greatest movies ever.
I forget what other movie he did that I was like, he did this shit. It was like fucking. It was something crazy like Inside Man. Like it was something like that where you're like, what?
Yeah, he's just doing whatever he wants.
Yeah. But anyways, I guess R.I.P. Kanye. I would not be surprised if he like ends up dead or something like within the next year or something.
Has he not said that too?
Yeah, he said that that's why he's going crazy. I'm like, well, shit, bro. I don't know. I mean, again, like to me, this whole thing has been worth it just because I'm on Twitter.
I am not.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, basically tweeting to nobody. Like I have like I don't know 1,000 tweets and maybe like 18 followers, and nobody's ever liked any of my tweets. But the algorithm has been showing me like again, I don't know who these people are, but they have a bunch of likes or whatever, and they're all like black people, and they're all like we stand with Kanye. Like this whole like again, it could just be online, but even if you go like on the shade room, like in the comments and stuff, like it's funny to see like this.
There's a black people versus Jewish people.
Yeah, exactly.
Brewing. It's happening
because it's always been like black versus white, but I think now they're like, oh, it's them.
Those are the ones.
No, specifically, I know it's so funny to see. Again, for the people involved, I get it's not as funny, but for somebody on the sidelines,
yeah,
it's hilarious.
The Kyrie Irving thing is nuts.
Well,
he's like, I saw that interview like for endorsing that movie. He's like, when did I endorse it? Like you shared it. It's like, did I endorse it? I'm like, well, you shared it for no reason.
It's just, again, who the fuck is one like? You're watching a documentary called Hebrews to Negroes. Like, kill yourself. Like,
is that what it was called?
Yes, Hebrews to Negroes.
I thought it was the one that was saying that the Holocaust didn't actually happen.
I don't know what's in the movie. Again, if you're watching shit that is named, like that has a shitty ass title like that, like you're already like I mean, the dude's a flat earther. He's more retarded than Kanye, like by like 10 times more retarded. I was watching this show called I think it's called MMA Hour or something, but it's one of the guys that like they just do MMA interviews, but he's Jewish. What a coincidence. But he was saying like he said something I thought was really true. Is that like Kyrie's a perfect example of somebody who thinks he's like way smarter than he actually is, just because he doesn't think stuff that's in the mainstream. He's like, surely this means I'm smart, and I'm like, dude, okay, it was flat earther mainstream. No, that doesn't mean you're smart. Like,
yeah,
it's such an observable fact that it's so fucking stupid. But again. Then he posts like a link to some dumbass movie. If it had just been ignored, none of this would have happened. And instead, what did I end up seeing again in all the comments of these, what do you call it, like BET style of pages and on Twitter and shit? They were all like, well, now we must watch this film. Surely they're silencing him for some reason. I'm like, I don't think
there's anything like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you're gonna get your eyes open to anything. You know what's funny? I went out on Thursday.
Yeah.
And I met this girl. She was black, and I was like, let me add let me add you on Instagram. And I went on her Instagram and I clicked on her story, and the first thing she had on her story she posted the definition of Semitic. And then it says something like Afro-Asiatic. And then she posted the definition of Afro-Asiatic. And I'm like, I like where this is going already. I just met this woman based as fuck trying to justify
anti-Semitism,
I guess, or whatever. I don't know. Like, to me, like, you can't be like, oh, like, those conspiracies aren't true. And then they get the harshest punishments out of cancel culture.
You think the anti-Jewish ones get the hardest?
100%, bro. I mean, and it makes sense because again, like it would be like if you said anti-Mexican shit and you're like, I'm banned out of every taco spot. Like some people do certain things. Like I don't think it always is a conspiracy. just different groups of people are drawn to different things. I just
think that the black versus Jewish thing is funny. It's been going on for a while.
It's hilarious.
It went on when Nick Cannon said that stuff in the interview, and then Lakeith Stanfield was exposed for being in all those like anti-Semitic group chats.
Yes.
Message rooms, and it's just been happening for a couple of years now.
Because again, like I think it's the fault of this obsession with trying to find who is responsible for.
Farrakhan is always involved.
No, it's just like, oh, like my people are suffering. Who is doing this? And it's just like, we know who did it. They're dead. It's just that the system takes a while to change.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Like it's not. I really don't think Adam Silver is actively like trying to suppress. Like, they let people in the NBA do whatever the fuck they want. They had uniforms that literally said "fuck the cops" in the asshole. Well, not that far, but you know what I mean. Like they had like Breonna Taylor jerseys and shit. Like they'll let them do whatever. In the NFL, maybe they kind of don't. But it's like, I mean, just go individual by individual basis. This is funny too because yesterday I want to shoot around Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I was shooting stuff for some YouTube channel, and they just do stuff like they ask people things like they were asking like should Trump be like reinstated back on Twitter or stuff like that. And then I was talking to this dude, and we were talking about the Kanye thing, and then he's like, once I worked for 2 Jewish CEOs, and they were very mean, and they act like they own the place.
Like, I think they do if they're CEOs.
I know. I was like, I don't think that's a Jew thing.
I don't work for 2 Jewish CEOs, and they acted like they owned the place.
It was really funny, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Who's here? Oh, Isaac.
Oh, what's up, bro?
Hello, Isaac.
I haven't. I mean, besides like in open mics, because obviously, again, like that's the thing. It's filled with blacks and Jewish people. I don't understand where like all this stuff comes from. Like, I'm like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I think of Jews. I think of Adam Sandler. I'm like, he seems chill.
Didn't I like that one quote from his like, I will always support Israel no matter what or something, and like a couple
that I don't understand at all.
A couple years ago, and that like we recently had that like everyone hating Israel thing a couple months ago, and there was one a couple years ago.
I mean, it comes and goes.
Everyone was bringing it up, and I was like, that's an old quote from like 2003.
Yeah, I don't understand at all. It's like, oh, like I will support this country and its regime no matter what. I'm like, you motherfuckers don't do that for America. Right? It's like, and why is that? Because every government has its good and its bad. Guess what? Israel, there's no such thing as a perfect country or a perfect government. I definitely don't understand taking sides on that conflict. Like, oh, I have family there. I'm like, I understand being concerned for your family, but why are you like, oh, fuck the Palestinians? I fucking hope they get bombed. Fuck, they deserve it. I hope the Mossad infiltrates. It's like, you're not part of it anymore. You've been like, your family's been living in fucking New York since like 1952.
Owning a bagel store.
Yeah. Well, listen, I guess we're never getting any street jobs. I don't think anything like.
Agreeing to do this podcast was a big mistake.
I know, this is terrible. By the way, like, I mean, we haven't said anything anti-Semitic. I think.
I support Jewish people.
The one, I mean, yeah, the one I still watch Woody Allen movies. Huh? I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I still watch all of OJ's tweets. We can be friends. What's going on?
I just think it's interesting.
Yes.
That we started this podcast and it's done nothing except for ruin our chances of ever getting a job.
I know, it'll be really funny when people find these, especially like because
we're never getting a job because of this.
I think we'll be. I don't think this is.
I think this podcast may just be a net negative.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's certain companies that are starting to pull back on the wild shit. Like Netflix, the fact that it didn't, execute Dave Chappelle in the public square, I think is a good sign. But I mean, I guess what are we? I mean, we can just hope that what's it called, the Daily Wire,
it becomes the biggest film studio in history. That they become the new Universal and they hire us.
It's just gonna be so stupid when some fucking movie that you and I wrote gets like made, and it's about like
50 Oscars.
No, it's like about like some like black chick killing zombies, and then we get like, oh, they said this one fucked up thing once on the podcast, and it's like, well, if we were those people, do you think we would have made
The black chick zombie
the
movie.
black chick zombie killer movie? You fucking idiot.
And then Ben Shapiro comes in. He's like, I would have helped you because you said base things in a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Ben Shapiro.
But you made a black chick zombie movie.
He's like, so guess what? You're working with nobody. You're getting work with none of us.
No.
You're 2 base for Amazon and 2 unbased for the Daily Wire and Breitbart. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit. I have something else I want to talk about. Oh, have you been playing God of War?
I have not.
You don't have it?
No. I know.
Fucking loser, bro. Instead of having that fucking stupid mask that you bought for one day in Halloween.
I bought that thing like 3 years ago.
Yeah, and how many times have you wore it?
What do you want me to do? This dude is assaulting me for having a display item in my room.
It's a black mask.
Yeah, it's sick.
It is sick, yeah. It's fucking huge though.
Yeah, it's a little padded in there.
Oh,
so you don't get ouchies.
Fuck.
I also got a Biden mask. Gonna wear it. It's right there.
Damn, we have people watching this?
No.
Yeah, we do.
Isaac.
What's up, Isaac?
He might not even be in here.
No, I think it still has the one.
Yeah, but sometimes that thing's off. Isaac, if you're in here, say Miguel has a tiny penis. Say it. No, say Miguel has a tiny penis.
No, you don't have to say that.
Yes, you
do. Isaac, we're kind of flooding you. Throw a topic. Put a topic on the chat.
Twitter's dying.
Twitter is dying, yeah, but I don't know if it's dying, bro. To be honest, I feel like he's just getting rid of all the buffoons.
The dead weight.
Dude, why the fuck does Twitter have like thousands of employees, bro? That doesn't make any sense. It's a fucking like technology driven like company that has like an algorithm. Like you need obviously like a big group of people, but thousands of employees, bro, when they have never ever answered a single fucking customer service like email or anything. Dude. What?
Miguel, are you sure you're talking into your mic?
Oh shit.
Is it not working anymore? He's not sure.
Yeah, it should be good now, right?
Is it good now?
Don't fuck with me, Isaac. But yeah, dude, I'm so happy. Like, it's a win-win. Either he fixes Twitter to a point where it's actually,
or he destroys it.
Yeah, exactly, usable, or he destroys it. It's a fucking win-win.
He just said it sounds different from the other times. Yeah, it's a different mic.
Well, it's a different. Yeah, I'm using a fucking one of the mics that you put on top of the camera. We're struggling here, bro.
We're suffering.
We're like, even this thing is like not the one that I used to have. Like this one's not as nice. Like it's just.
This is not culture bomb. This is ghetto bomb.
It's disgusting. Yeah, actually, let's see what we have here.
It's okay. I still love you guys. We still love you, Isaac.
Yeah.
Even though we're ghetto bomb now.
You know what? Let's say something based.
Based.
No, fool. Like something.
Build the wall.
Is this an applause?
I can't hear anything, but yeah.
Shut up. Oh, dude, look. This one should be cool.
Yeah, wait. Let's.
No, say this. Say, Dad, I'm coming out of the closet.
Miguel, I'm coming out of the closet.
Gunshots.
How?
It's a gunshot.
How about this? Send Miguel back to Mexico. Never let him back in the country.
The cheering goes.
Yeah.
This allow women in sports.
I just had to talk about Bella Thorne.
Oh, Bella Thorne. So I saw her. Yeah. Oh, did Jason tell you? And Ben?
I've heard some things that they tried to sex traffic Ben at a Bella Thorne party.
No, dude, we were outside this bar, and then Jason was talking to some girl, and then so we were at this bar, and the bar next to it, Meg Thee Stallion had like a Halloween party, and we were headed there, and I was like, yeah, I don't think we're getting in. So then we went to the other place, but then like when everything closed, everybody was getting out, and Bella Thorne was coming on. I was like, fuck, it's Bella Thorne. I don't know who the fuck I I have no idea who this bitch is. I only recognize it because of the memes of her like charging for bath water or something. Um, but yeah, we said some unsavory things, and I was like, oh shit, she could hear it all, like she's an actual human being.
What?
It was like right here.
When
Yeah,
you were.
I guess I forget what I said. Something about banging her ass. But she was I was lit, dude, and she was like, she got into like her Escalade, and I took out my phone and I was starting recording.
And then they tried to kidnap Ben.
No, Ben, dude, we walked into the bar and we were like ordering drinks, and some random autistic chick dressed as Spider-Man like, "What are you?" and just started talking to Ben, and then me and Jason were like, "Bro, this fool's about to get his fucking dick sucked right now."
Yeah, well, Ben said that they tried asking him to go into the Escalade.
What?
Yes. How gone were you?
No, I don't remember that.
Ben said that they asked him to get into the Escalade to go to the party, the after party, and he was like, I'm with my friends, and they were like, well, we can only take you.
No way, bro. He should have fucking left us.
That's what everyone said.
Oh, shit.
Apparently, they were like, well, we can only take one of you.
Damn, bro. Dude, he would have gotten his fucking dick sucked by Bella Thorne. Oh,
he was
my
mostly
God,
concerned
no.
about getting...
Who gives a shit?
Raped.
Fuck him, bro. No, he was not going to get raped. It was full of girls.
Nah, King Bach would have given him a spoonful of...
King Bach's a bitch, but we could have knocked him out.
Well, I heard you said he was there, right?
Yeah, I saw him. I saw him and some other chick called Hannah Stock. I hate that I know who these people are. These are all the people that make those unfunny,
the unfunny vines.
Dude,
Vine, guys, remember Vine? And it's always like the most unfunny stuff.
Dude, did you ever watch King Bog's Vines?
Hell no, I didn't. I never had Vine.
Dude, they're literally all like, when you with your homies and someone brings a watermelon, and then it's just him and his black friends be like, hoo, like, it's the most racist shit you'll ever see, dude. Like, honestly, bro, like, if I was, like, some other black guy, you'd be like, dude, the end pass is revoked. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's the most, like, minstrel shit I've ever seen, dude. Like, it's crazy. Like, he has a bunch of those like that. With, like, watermelons, basketball, like, just...
But what about the spoonful?
What spoonful? What are you talking about?
That's just, like, the one that people like.
Oh,
like,
right.
Ironically now with the giant... Can I get some ice cream? Yeah, only a spoonful. And he pulls out the giant spoon.
Yeah, okay. So that might be the only non-racist fucking thing he did, dude. Because I think I was talking to some girl, and she was like, hey, you remember Vine? And I was like, let me fucking look up on YouTube some Vines. And I found this dude. I found King Bob. I was like, I know who this guy is. And I clicked on the compilation. And again, it was literally all like racism. It was just him. Like when you're with your black friends, you pretend you don't like basketball. And then he just throws in like perfect threes. Like it was a bunch of shit like that. And I'm like, this is fucking insane, dude. How is he allowed like in church?
Yeah,
fucking ban this motherfucker. We're like, we're granting you the rank of white for all this fucking racism.
Suck the melanin out of him.
Yes, Isaac. Ben's a fucking buffoon, bro. I didn't know that they tried to get him in the Escalade. Dude, fuck us, bro. I would have taken Jason back home, bro. No problem. I would have taken him, like, you know what I mean? Like, who gives a shit? Like, he would have had a sick-ass story to tell.
Ben would have fucking woken up in, like, The Hangover. Dude, what if we had our own hangover adventure, but Ben was the one that was missing?
Yeah.
And it was just me, you, and Jason trying to find him?
Dude, because here's what would have happened. He would have been like, I'm going to the party, right? Mm-hmm. He gets to the party, he sends us our location, and then we will show up, and then we'll be like, hey, we're just here to pick up our friend, and they might let us in.
And if not, you just knock out King Bach. He's on security. You're like, King Bach, watermelon. He looks over, and you're like, yeah, that was racist, huh?
He's like, King Bach, look, a basketball. He's like, where? He just goes running. He's like, I need it for my next racist bite.
Yeah, and then you just climb over the gate, and you're in...
Dude, that would have been sick, bro, because, again, he would have shared his location, and then we were like, oh, we're here to pick up our friend or whatever. And I don't know, I would have thought of something. I would have been like, hey, have you seen this podcast with 12,000 views?
And they look at it, and they're like, oh, culture bomb.
Yeah, oh, you're the motherfuckers that don't know what race Taylor Lautner is. You guys are not allowed. You're banned from Instagram parties.
You just have to keep distracting them with like random things and knocking them out.
Yeah, it would have been.
Like, look, Jared Leto Joker. I'm like, what?
No, dude, that fool would have been crying the whole time. would have been like, oh, we're here to pick up our friend, so because my other friend's crying. Um, damn, dude, I didn't know that, bro. Yeah, I was fucking gone, dude. I don't fucking, shit. And dude, and he's okay. When is he gonna be back here too? Like that's the other thing. Like it would be one thing if he lived here, but he fucking like lives in
Canada?
disgusting Canada.
Well, he wants to live here.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. See how much easier life is when you're good looking. You just like sees Bella Thorne once, and that bitch is like coming to the Escalade and fuck me.
What being tall and white?
I
gets
know,
you?
and I'll suck your cock off. I have been in the city for 7 years. All I got a disgusted face from her. And then, but she
actually looked at you and was like, disgusting.
Well, because again, I said some unsavory things.
And she's like, disgusting small Mexican.
No, she's not that tall.
No, but you're.
Yeah, I get it. Fuck you.
You know the 5'10" men compared to 5'10" women meme?
Oh, right, of course.
So they're like looking down. Or 5'10" men and 5'8" women.
Damn, dude, I didn't know that. We need to get it. I need to text him at the end of this shit and be like, you fucking idiot. Be like, never put your friends before your career ever again, or before Bella Thorne sucking your penis. She was with some hot ass girls too.
Would have gotten a super STD.
Again, we would have showed up later. I would have made some shit up about how fucking
my friend Ben needs his insulin.
Yeah, Namor is my cousin.
Yeah.
Fuck it, bro. We're getting in. You're like, you know that guy? Yeah, he's my cousin. Really?
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Boom, got him. Dude, because like
I'm a powerful, influential cartel member. Really? Yeah.
Have you played Modern Warfare? That's me. Oh. Okay,
Rodolfo. Play the fucking MW2 campaign.
I'll play it once.
It'll make you proud to be Mexican.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Promising.
It's epic. The best characters ever added. Literally, you cross the border in the game.
I did. I was playing that multiplayer map.
The one on the border. Yeah.
And I was like, if there's something that I've never seen crossing the border, it's a sign that says "Welcome." Yeah,
I've heard. No, I've heard people talking about that.
Yeah, it just says "This is America." It doesn't say "Welcome to America." It would never say that. They're like, "Get the fuck out of here." It doesn't. It's like, I guess you made it. Yes, this is America. Okay, yeah, just fucking get in. I guess it doesn't say "Welcome." It would never say.
Yeah, that. I've seen people talking about that.
Yeah, apparently the map sucks. I mean, I think all the maps are kind of shitty, to be honest.
I've heard mixed things. People love them, some people hate them. I know there's one that's like just a long freeway. That sounds kind of cool. People say it's like chaotic, but it looks fun.
I think that might be the one then.
No. Border. Is that the one?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Maybe.
Yes, Isaac, we did drink. Because Evander was like, let's go to a party, and it's just like fucking 3 dudes watching a movie on the couch.
I didn't say it was a party. I didn't know what it was.
I know, they got you good. They weren't even dressed up.
I know, right? Well, because they called me, and they were like, oh, we're just going to go hang out over there. And I'm like, cool. And I figured more people from work were going, because we did have, a bunch of people over like last week.
Right.
And I was like, oh, it'll be like that. And I showed up, I'm like, what's going on?
I know, it's 3 dudes and 1 girl just watching movies and watching a fucking...
Conjuring.
Watching Conjuring.
Yes, Miguel's favorite. Great movie.
It's okay. But yeah, then Jason was like, I'm gonna hit the club, get the Riz. I'm like, okay.
Riz Lord.
He was doing all right.
Yeah.
But then something happened where like he was talking to one girl, and sometimes I get a little bit nervous. So I'm like, either I could go talk to one of the friends and it'll go well and it will really help, or I'm gonna fucking ruin it and kill it for him. You know what I mean? And I was pretty lit, so I'm like, I'm not gonna take the risk. And then some other dude who was like 40 went up to one of the other friends.
Yes, they told me the creepy old Asian guy.
Yeah,
he was like putting his arm around her.
I was like, yeah, I guess nothing I could have done would have been worse than that. Yeah, and that killed it. But hey, it would have been, dude. The chick that went up and talked to Ben, she was like, "I'm here to see a band," and we're all like it was just like the most out of nowhere thing. She was dressed as Spider-Man, and she was like, she's like, "What? Are you guys here to watch the band?" I'm like, "No, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What is this band?" But yeah,
was she actually autistic?
She would talk like that, yeah. Dude, okay. I hope it never.
Because Jason swore that she was hot, and Ben was like, "No, you're drunk. You just don't remember."
No,
it."
she was cute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Ben swore she wasn't.
I thought she
But
was
Ben
cute.
also, I'm gonna reveal this on the podcast. Is he here?
He's a homosexual.
Who? Oh, that is Jason. Jason is here in the chat. We're talking about the autistic Spider-Man that tried picking up Ben.
She was cute, right?
As I've said multiple times, Ben swears he has a glass penis, and if he uses it, it'll explode. So he's like saving up for like Margot Robbie or something.
I mean, I think, bro, he could have fucked Bella Thorne. So
No, I'm telling you, he's saving it for like Sydney Sweeney.
Who am I to doubt him after what I witnessed that weekend? I think, you know what? I think the girls could tell, bro. I think the girls could tell that he has an unsucked penis. And they're like, we need to make this happen. He's like, no, bitch. Fuck you, Bella Thorne. You don't have enough followers for this dick.
Well, he's on the set of Riverdale. Dude, that chick was cute, and Ben definitely liked that she came up. Just bad timing. Well, because in the morning, because I'm asleep with Maddie. It wasn't even planned. She was supposed to go home. We were just tired. We passed out. And then those two, like, stumbled in. And I'm dead asleep, but Ben was sitting because he's sleeping on the fold-out couch here. And he kind of, like, stumbles in. And I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, Ben? He's like, oh. And he, like, goes out. And this dude, Jason's, like, done. Like, I get up in the morning, and they're both, like, gone. And they were telling me about everything that happened. And Ben was like, yeah, some chick dressed as Spider-Man came up to me, but she's kind of ugly. And Jason was like, no, she was cute. And Ben was like, no, you just don't remember. He's like, ask Miguel. He said she was ugly too.
No, I said she was autistic. she had a silly like way of talking, but she was not ugly. She was cute.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
what?
Nothing new.
Oh, okay. Shit, what time are we at?
56 minutes. So
I guess
we're just about at the cutoff time.
Yeah. Final thoughts. Support Kanye. Support Kyrie.
Support Elon.
Yeah, support Elon. Support all these people.
Support James Wood. Support
they're trying
John
to make
Boy.
America great again, please.
Support the ghetto bomb.
Yes, we're rebranding.
Rebranding as ghetto bomb.
Ghetto bomb. Yeah, and we'll be on the Breakfast Club. Yeah, what the fuck is this? Is this the ghetto bomb? Yeah. No. We'll switch to audio only and just do like black guy voice. Yo, so I was watching.
That does not sound black at all. That sounded New York.
Dude, I think I could do more of an Italian accent. Like New York Italian. But we could do, it'll be funny. They could tell by the stuff we talk about that we're not black. Like, yo, you play Ragnarok? It's like, yo, I never get any pussy. You're like,
Sounds like a small Hispanic.
Yeah, it sounds like a cracker. I would love to be. Actually, no, never mind. I don't want to be in the Breakfast Club anymore.
Why not?
They broke up.
Actually.
Yeah. Well, fellas, I hope you enjoyed this. That's the gunshot.
I know.
Let's see. Applause. What is awkward? What does this do? Oh, it's just birds flying. Just silence. All right, well, see you, fellas.
Boing.
No, booing.
Oh, that's the boing. Whatever.
Boing.
Sad days for the Culture Bomb podcast. No horn, yeah.
Yeah, dude, we're dying. And look at this shit, bro. It's like, I have a fucking this mic attached to this. Like,
boo.
Yeah, boo you, faggot.
I was booing the lack of mic. Goodbye, Isaac. Goodbye, Jason. Oh, wait. I said end it. There you go.